Hello, hello, it's Websy Wongi again. I hope everyone is doing well. I was gonna do a video about something I kind of talked about like maybe a year or two ago. I know there was someone that comment on an older video, and it gave me an idea to make this video just to give my more up to date viewpoint on being a person that's childless, but I don't feel like that is the quite term to use. I do feel like pregnancy could be possible for me very soon, but I'm not counting or hoping on it. I do feel like a lot of people they use a lot of labels on everything, which it's normal to use that so you can recognize with different things. But I do feel like it's coming soon for me to be a mom. But my ideas on the whole motherless has changed because I feel like it's pretty much a mindset, and I do feel like those people who really do desire children, it hurts. It's something that a lot of us go through, but I do feel like there's this misconception, misunderstanding when it comes to not having a child. And someone who hasn't had a child, I understand completely the heartbreak that comes with it. But something I've learned for about a year or so, and I've looked into, is the subject of spirit babies. And I've talked about this in a prior video months ago, about a year ago. And I want to talk about it again recently. I've been seeing so many signs and synchronicities of being a mother, of being pregnant, but apparently my period came yesterday, so that kind of crushed my hopes. And it was so weird because I went to the bathroom and noticed, oh, there's blood. Great. I started my period, thought I was pregnant for a while. But the thing is, I came out of the bathroom and I heard a little bit before I went out the bathroom, but it sounded like a song that really, really got me crying because yesterday I was so emotional. The fact that I started my period, and then when I heard the music and stuff, um, it made me think about my grandpa because the song After All, which is talking about after all we've been through. It's an 80s song, I believe. Could be late 70, 80, around that time frame. The big thing is, I started crying. Then I saw a woman who was pregnant. It's just everything irritated me yesterday and made me very emotional. Um, but I noticed it was weird. It was in March sometime. It was on my grandpa's birthday, which I think is March 7th. My grandpa Johnson. I got a call at work because I answer the phones if I get a call in order or something, if someone wants to place an order at Little Caesars. And so I got a phone call, and on the caller ID it said John Johnson, but it said in the other way Jon instead of John. And it's really weird because it was on his birthday. So I answered the phone saying normally say hello Little Caesar in Dinsmore area. Anyways, I said that, and it was like staticky, like one of those things you hear from, like, it's not necessarily paranormal, it's just fuzzy, like someone's on the line but they're not. And then in April, I'm trying to think, a little bit before April, around the 13th or something, around that area, or after that, I can't remember the exact time, I had the same thing happen. But it was John, Jon Johnson on the ID, and I answered the phone, nobody. And like, what the heck is going on? And then this one song for a long time has been in my head. Like, every now and then it comes to my head. And the song is, I'm trying to think of the song. It's by Pat Pensley, or Bentley, or whatever. I'm trying to think of this song. Because there's another song, How Can I Get You Alone, has been in my head for some time. Trying to think of the other song. Ah, I cannot remember it for the life of me. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I can't remember. Anyways, one of her songs. It's funny because about the time that I thought I was pregnant, I was thinking, well, if I am pregnant with this child. If it's a girl or boy, then they'll be most likely a Capricorn baby. But then it's like it's getting closer to Aquarius, so it's like I don't know. There's a potential that it could be a Capricorn baby, but right now, as far as I know, and I checked the pregnancy test Monday, and I'm not pregnant. It said negative. It could be false alarm. I mean, I was spotting a little bit after that, and or before that, and then after that. So it's up in the air. But I feel like when it comes to manifesting a child, I do feel like when it comes to a baby, they choose you. A lot of people don't say your family chooses you. It's just something I'm in learning at when it comes to spirit babies. They choose you. They have to be willing to, you know, work with the environment that you're in. And also too, they can be around you for a few good while, maybe all your life, possibly. I do feel like my future child is around me for a year and a half, and it's like I've been seeing a lot of synchronicities. And a year ago, I felt like something told me it was very clear as day that you'll be pregnant around Beltane, and today is Beltane, still not pregnant, but it's still a possible chance I could be, especially if it's like, but it seems like a regular period. It doesn't really seem like, implantation, but there could be a possibility because I do notice I have been gaining weight a little bit, but I think that's because every now and then I crave junk. But it's like I've been trying to eat healthier, trying to take vitamins, trying to do things that could manifest a baby and like making changes. Um, like one of the things, my fiance and I, we want to get married soon. And we want to get a car, but both of us have to get our license. Like, it won't be a problem for me to get my license. It would just overcome my fear of driving again. And then for him to get his license. And we do want to, we're thinking about moving in an RV instead of a house. Because we do have that desire to travel the world and stuff. I don't know. But when it comes to the whole baby, a lot of people don't know this, but they're around you. And a lot of people, a lot of women, why I feel like they can't have children, and I heard this and I really believe it. It's hard to hear hear it, the truth. But I recently heard like a year ago that one of the reasons why you can't conceive a child is because your womb is trying to think of the word. Your womb is uh, like there's a decay, not a decay of tissue, but like your womb isn't clean to have a baby. Like there's a lot of things you need to detox your body. There's a lot of unhealthiness going in that area. Um, which I don't think is a bad thing on women. I just feel like how can we want a child but we eat like crap, you know? And I feel like we should already be in that mindset that we have this child. And something I've been learning from an astrologer who does tarot cards reading and stuff is how we communicate to the universe. When we're in lack, we're in the mindset of lack, we'll be searching for something or lack of a relationship or lack of something, we'll be always looking for it. But when we already have that mindset that we have it, we have the ability to have it, but also too, it's not put so much expectation that it's going to happen. And then just letting go. Because that kind of happened to me in a few situations in my life. And when I got my job at Little Caesars, is I would make the effort and the action to get that job. But when it came down to it, I let go of the idea of it and having it. and not put so much effort into it and just let go. And when it comes to manifesting anything you don't have, that's what you do. You want a child? Well, prepare yourself for a child like you have a child. Take responsibility for your life to have it. And then, take the precautions to eat healthier, to take care of yourself, and act as if you are pregnant and you're ready for that baby. And I feel like ultimately, something I wrote in my journal, whatever child that is sweet and kind and that needs a home, the right one will come along. In communicating what you want, be specific what you want. But also too, I feel like I said, babies are spirit babies. The soul chooses the mother and father. Even in those predicaments when people don't have a say in pregnancy and it just happens, that child is there to help the mother, and assist her. The baby, the soul of the baby, wants to help grow each of the couple. And I think it's really hard because for so many long time I felt like I was out of place when I haven't had a child, and all my siblings have had a children, they've had their own life and stuff, and it just seems like for me I'm out of place with that, like I don't belong because I don't have what everybody else has. And it seems like if you have child, people notice you more. um, but the real matter of the heart is your intentions of a child. And I feel like deep down inside I have that desire so much because maybe in a past life I've had a child, and it's still there into this life, and why it's such an emotional thing to think of a child and not having a child. It's really hard, but I do feel like um, recently, when I was trying to have a baby with my fiance, when we took that step and stuff, and it was kind of weird because we want everything to look a certain way, but I just feel like we just gave it a shot. Nothing has happened yet, but I just feel like, just got to keep at it and not put so much pressure and expectation that it's going to come exactly when we want it to. Even it could not be a Capricorn. Could be, could not be. Maybe an Aquarius, maybe some water sign or a Gemini or whatever. But I think it's when it comes to manifesting not just children, but manifesting anything in your life, you have to be willing to put the intention out there of what you want and then just let go of your expectation. Because I think we as women, we expect things to happen a certain time level, especially, in June I will be 30, but it's like it may not be the right time. You may need to get things cleared up. Like for me, I need to get married, I need to settle in a home, but I do feel like the baby will come sooner than I think. And, possibly maybe right now, I don't know. I just feel like everything has its divine timing and divine plan when everything's supposed to happen. Because I feel like if you just force something to happen when it's not ready, then it may be dramatic. So right now, just chill out, relax, and just try to do the best you can in life and love your life the way it is and be content without having a baby and be content with having a baby. It's just that mindset. And some people don't have that chance where they can get free from their kids. They're always around their kids and they wish they can be single because maybe they rushed into having a child but they didn't really think out through the consequences. And we've thought through many things about having children and stuff. We just felt like we wanted to give it a shot, so we gave it a shot. But anyways, it's just putting your intention out there, what you want, what kind of child you would like, accepting, your situation, doing everything you can to make things easier for the child, because I feel like that's something that I'm going to really enjoy when I get to that place, when I have that pregnancy and it says you're pregnant, is going through the process of trying to communicate to my spirit baby once it's, implanted and everything, that I can go through that journey and I can talk and share it with people and realize, you know, I have a living being in me and I'm here to help people and encourage people through it. And that a lot of people, I do feel like women, the misconception with women is they just want to get pregnant for the heck of it. But me, it's more than that. It's deeper connection with someone, and to feel like, I have purpose in life. Because I feel like one of my ultimate purpose in life is to be a mother, is to create something. With being a Cancer like me, I want to create something. I'm a creator. Um, it's funny, I heard the statement. I watched a video a while back, weeks ago, about Cancers were actually the one zodiac of the sign that actually created sex. And it's funny because the other signs gave it to Pisces, or the Cancers gave it to the Pisces, and they did stuff with it, all crazy sexual things, and then gave it to the Scorpio. But like Cancers are like mythical creatures. Like in Egypt astrology, we are considered the one beetle, oh, just look it up if you're not sure what the magical beetle of Cancer is in Egyptian astrology. But yeah, just let go of the idea if you want a child or anything, car, house, money, relationship, sex, I don't know. Just let go of the outcome, your expectation of everything, and just let everything come together when it's fit. Just don't force anything, because I think that's a thing that people do is they just want rush results, but they don't want to take time. They don't want to look into things, and I feel like sometimes also too we can get complacent of not wanting to try to have a child, and we just want things to be perfect to have a child, but like your perfect home situation, there's never really a perfect home situation for a child. And there's not a perfect income to have a child. You just need to be responsible, at least have a job, at least save up a little bit to provide for that child, be willing to head into that direction. So yeah, if your baby's ready, it's going to come, but there could be some things that you need to work on before